Braxton, Jake, congratulations. You fellas have made it to the third round of this competition. Now we're sending you back to your home forges to make this iconic weapon from history. The Nagamaki. Good luck, Bladesmiths. We'll see you in 4 days.
It's day one. I'm back at the home forge. I'm pretty nervous going to make my first Japanese sword. The first thing I do is taking it down to size. Straightening this blade is a hassle. It's wanting to curve like a banana, and I'm having to straighten it out little by little. I have to be very meticulous on the amount of curve it has.
It's the start of day 2, and I'm ready to get to work and try and get this blade quenched. Fire them up, get them hot. I've never welded anything that big, and I really just can't wait to test it. I can't wait to swing that thing around in the yard just to have a feel for how it is. I checked the blade, and it's hard, it's straight, and I just have such a sense of relief. Let's hack at something, see if it's gonna break. Just like that. It snaps the tip off about 6 inches down from the tip. I will not be able to meet parameters with this blade, so I decide to start a new blade. Son of a bitch. You know, I probably had a stress fracture. The grain in there is pretty tight. I got half a day left to hammer out and forge out a blade.
Now that I've got the blade done, we've got the hibaki done, and now it's time to do the tsuba. The guard is very important. Everything needs to be smooth. Oh, that's a tight fit. Feels really good. It's just a little bit heavy. The Nagamaki being too heavy can make it unwieldable and make it uncomfortable to swing around. That's right where the guard is. It's a little heavy. I mill a simple pattern into the tsuba to lose some weight. That actually feels a lot better now. All I lack is the wrapping and doing a final cleanup. I only have a few little things to do on day 4. This is cool.
My last day, I had so much to do. I have no room for error. I was able to forge out a blade, grind it out, and get it quenched. So I'm just gonna try and meet the parameters and get the blade turned in and sharp. Looks pretty good. I have my hibaki done. That took me a long time yesterday. I have my tsuba pretty much where I want it. My main goal for today in general is just to get the handle complete. I am quickly running out of time. I need to make this handle as quickly and as efficiently as possible. I'm trying to get a pretty good grip to where the blade is very easily indexed. I don't want the handle to be too thick, but honestly, I just need to get a handle on it. Whoa. Solid, that's for sure. Once the glue dries on the leather wrap, I go ahead and start this long process of the Ito wrap. This just so happens to be one of the hardest builds I've ever done. I really could have used an extra day, but I'm just happy that it's over. Oh, that is smooth.
All right, Bladesmiths, I will take your weapons to deliver killing blows, slashes, and thrusts on this wild boar carcass. Braxton, you're up first. You ready for this?
I'm ready. Go ahead.
Let's do this.
Man, we have hogs around where I'm from. Skin is very, very thick. I'm nervous, but there's nothing I can do. I guess gotta let the chips fall where they lay.
All right, Braxton, your Nagamaki here is definitely not boring. It is razor sharp. Every cut with this thick wild boar carcass allowed me to peel off layers of the very thick hide that it has. Also, the lightness that you have with this blade allows for switching with the grip here. It's got very good grip in the handle. I can index exactly where the edge is at all times. Overall, sir, your Nagamaki will kill.
Thank you.
All right, Jake, it's your turn. Ready for this?
Chop them up.
Let's do this.
It makes me a little bit nervous. I really want mine to chop through the boar as well, but the blade can actually take a lot of damage during the boar testing because there's bones. I know that Braxton's blade set a very high bar. Mine needs to perform just as good as his.
All right, Jake, let's talk about your Nagamaki here. It's sharp. Wielding this weapon is a lot of fun also. The weight you have here and the balance works. Overall, sir, your Nagamaki will kill.
Thank you.
Next up is the strength test. Dave?
Now, to test the strength and overall construction of your blades, I'll be chopping into this bamboo. Now, this test is not about what your blades do to the bamboo, what the bamboo does to your blades. Braxton, you're up first. You ready?
I'm ready.
All right, Braxton. As far as what the bamboo did to your blade, it did nothing. There's no deflection rolls, chips, anything on this blade. It's as sharp as when I picked it up. Nicely done. It's a very strong blade.
Thank you so much.
All right, Jake, you ready?
Let's do it.
All right, so your edge, just as sharp as when it started. There are no chips, rolls, deformation. It sliced right through the bamboo. Your handle is a little wide this way for me, but the fact that it's lean this way and that wrap's so nice and comfortable is, it evens it out. Well done.
Thank you.
All right, Bladesmiths, we know your blades can kill. We know they're strong. Now it's time to find out how sharp they are. Now, unlike the strength test, this is all about what your edge will do to these different materials, from the tatami, the melons, or the sandbags. Braxton, you're up first. You ready for this?
I'm ready.
All right, Braxton, your edge had no issues at all cutting through the tatami mats, cuts the melon easily, and on sandbags, it will cut through. Overall, sir, your weapon, it will cut.
Thank you.
Jake, your turn. You ready?
Let's do it.
All right, Jake, let's talk about your Nagamaki right here. Razor sharp. It cuts easily on the tatami, cuts the melons, and just off the orders of the corners, it cut it easily. Overall, sir, it will cut.
Thank you.
This is going to be very hard for us.
Bladesmiths, the judges have made the final decision. The new Forged in Fire champion is Braxton. Congratulations, you're the Forged in Fire champion. Jake, unfortunately, your blade didn't make the cut. Ben Abbott's going to tell you why.
Well, Jake, you should be proud. You made a beautiful and effective weapon. And for us, this came down to the finest of points. The fact that your blade wasn't quite as finished, and we had a slight preference for Braxton's handle, and that's the reason we're sending you home.
Jake, please surrender your blade.
I think the time frame that I had to build my second blade definitely had a factor in it. I may not be the Forged in Fire champion, but I feel like I accomplished a lot and earned a privilege to be here.
Braxton, congratulations. You're the Forged in Fire champion, and that's a title that comes with a check for 10 grand. Good job.
I feel great about what I've accomplished. I'm still shaking. It was an awesome experience, and I proved that I can hang with the big guys.
Hey, Ben, Jay, how you guys doing?
Hey, Dave, what you doing, man?
Hey guys, what's up?
I'm down here at my new place in Virginia, and I'm still kind of building the shop, but, well, I was thinking, we've got this downtime between shooting the show. It might be fun to do a little challenge among the three of us. Me challenge Ben, Ben challenge Jay, Jay challenge me, something like that.
So one person finishes and then challenges the next one. Sounds good to me.
So what I thought was that we'll do a home build. We're always making the Smiths do this, so I figure let's do one. Let's show off what we can do.
See if I can remember how.
You could get all the rust off my anvil.
So, no, well, what I was thinking, we'd do it a little bit differently. We'll give each other 2 weeks to complete the challenge. I know that's a little longer than we usually give the Smiths, but I figure let's do something kind of outside our normal comfort zone. Do something, a little bit more above and beyond.
All right.
Works for me.
Okay, Ben, you're always talking about the Sutton Hoo sword. You even told me that you saw it in a museum in England.
Absolutely, yeah.
Look, I know it's an incredibly intricate sword, but you're always saying how you wanted to do one, and now's the perfect chance.
Oh, no. In 2 weeks, make a Sutton Hoo sword.
Yeah, I know.
Ben's gonna be switching over to makeshift for a couple of weeks.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Dave.
Found in the burial ground of Sutton Hoo in modern-day Suffolk, England, the sword was presumably wielded by King Redwald in the early 7th century. The blade features intricate made pattern welding, twisting steel and wrought iron to create a unique Damascus pattern, while the handle itself was just as elaborate and was inlaid with gold and garnet. Over 1,300 years later, the sword was painstakingly recreated by Scott Langton and is now on display alongside the original in the British Museum. Look, you're always saying how much you love that sword, but hey, it's gonna be fun, and we gotta test them. So, Ben, figure out how you're gonna test that sword and what you wanna test it on, okay?
Sounds good.
Have fun, man. I'll see you in 2 weeks, okay? 2 weeks.
I think I'm going to mutter about you a lot in the next 2 weeks, but thanks. I better get to work. In this build, my reputation is on the line, not globally, but within the three of us. So I want to make sure I impress everybody. I'm going to start by making my 8 bars, which is going to be high layer Damascus, and then I'll draw those out into these rods. Then I'm going to twist it and stop twisting, and twist it and stop twisting. Then comes the forge welding, 4 together this way, the other 4 together this way, except the top where they're twisted, the bottom are straight. Then weld those layers together for the twisted core, then make the edge steel by making next to the stack. Draw it out and wrap that all the way around the end, and then forge weld that whole thing together.
Well, guys, it's been 2 weeks, and here it is.
Sutton Hoo sword.
That is gorgeous. Look at that pattern.
Wow, Ben, that sword looks beautiful.
The dimensions, that thing looks huge.
Not the most nimbly weighted sword in the world.
It'll kick some butt, that's for sure.
So the plan is to test for strength on some bamboo. And then for sharpness, I have a whole lot of shipping boxes lying around. So I set one up here. I'm going to see if I can't cut it in half. Make it easier to get in the recycling bin. I'm actually nervous about the testing. This is a long, very complex welded sword. Things might let go. I don't want to break this thing to forever.
All right, man. Good luck.
Thanks, man. Here we go.
Oh, man, that's great.
The edge held up all right. Everything's still right and tight. So now let's see how sharp the thing is. Oh! Well, there it is.
Good job, man. That's incredible.
That's a good job, Ben.
Thank you, man. So yeah, now it's your turn, eh, Jay?
All right, what do you got for me?
How about you make me a chopper out of material you've never used before?
You know, it's funny you mention that because there is a few different materials that I haven't tried yet that I've been wanting to.
And then I want you to go like full Nielsen on this thing and test it as hard as you can on some of the most devastating test media that you have.
I could do that. Because if I don't do a serious strength test, the fans are going to crucify me for all the blades I've broken and damaged. So yeah, I'm going to go hog wild on this thing, no doubt there.
But I'm pretty sure we're all going to love watching this.
All right, I'll get to it.
Good luck to you, brother.
I'm here in my own shop in Towanda, Pennsylvania. Ben did a great job on his weapon, and I'm planning on doing something just as good. I am fortunate enough during this home build to have my very lovely wife being my camera person and audio person.
Your eyes are looking like they're up in the ceiling. Look down.
I'm looking right at that little thing.
I'm just telling you.
I want a new camera person. She'll actually get to see what I do, even though we've been together for 11 years. I think just spent an hour in my shop in all 11 years. So Ben challenged me to use steels I haven't used before. So what I'm planning on doing is making canister out of drive chain and powdered steel, and then I'll peel the can off, slice it in half, and then San Mai it to a piece of 80 CRV2. We've seen quite a few smiths use on their finale weapons. Fun with it, but I actually haven't had a chance to use these yet. Hey guys, it's been 2 weeks and I'm back.
Hey.
Hey, Jay. Did you have fun?
I had a blast. So here's my San Mai Chopper. It's just under a 13-inch cutting edge. The core is 80 CRV2, new steel for me to play around with. And I took some drive chain and made a canister Damascus, and that's what I clad on both sides of the core.
How'd you like that Ultrex?
The Ultrex is nice. It gives you a really good grip.
Cool.
And I did a little work for a meat packing plant a while back, and they were nice enough to give me these lovely bison jawbones. I've got 2 of them strapped to the table over there.
Well, that looks like some pretty brutal material, Jay. Good luck with it.
Let's have some fun.
Remember, Jay, it's not what your blade does to those bison bones, but what those bison bones do to your blade.
Well, hopefully neither of them do anything to me. So we're about ready to chop into some bison jawbones, and God, I hope this thing doesn't break in half. I'm gonna look like an idiot. Well, that didn't work the way I wanted it to.
It worked pretty good.
Whoa.
Wow.
That was wicked.
Well, she's still tight, straight, no damage to the edge, and still sharp.
Well, Jay, you really knocked that out of the park, man. Nice job.
Good job, man.
Appreciate it. All right, Mr. Baker. I got a challenge for you, bud.
Oh boy, now I'm on the chocolate block. Okay, all right, what's the challenge gonna be?
If you remember, we had somebody come on the show and do a Scottish basket hilt that really tore my wrist up and sent me to the ER. Scale and all that stuff is one of your things. So make me a Scottish basket hilt that won't tear somebody's arm up.
Okay, all right, I'm down for that. The basket hilt originated in Scotland in the 17th century and include an intricate enclosed guard intended to protect the user's hand. Although primarily used for defense, the basket hilt also had the ability to punch. The importance of properly designing the basket hilts is crucial in crafting a safe and effective weapon, as seen in previous Forged and Fire competition when a design flaw injured Jay's wrist.
That sounds like a good challenge, Dave.
It's going to be really important that I get the scale, the weight, and the balance right because I'm going to be doing the testing and I really don't want a handbreaker.
Looking forward to it.
Well, okay, I guess it's my turn to head into the shop. I will see you guys in 2 weeks. I'm here at my new place on the northern neck of Virginia. My barn there is my workspace. I'm about, 1/3 the way through building my new shop space here. So as though self-shooting from home isn't enough, I've actually got large pieces of equipment being delivered while I'm trying to do this. Jay has challenged me to make a Scottish basket hilt. My goal is to get this as historically accurate as I can. The blade is a very straightforward broadsword blade. So it'll have double edges and a deep fuller down the center. It's the guard itself that becomes difficult. Getting that dimension and scale perfect. And as the historical recreation specialist on the show, it's important for me to nail it. All right, guys, been 2 weeks. Ta-da, there she is.
Nice.
Wow.
Very nice.
Jay, it's got a lot of protection of the hand and the wrist, but at the same time, it's not going to get bound up, so I'm pretty sure you'll appreciate that. And the blade itself is 1095 and 5920, 300 layers.
It looks great.
For my test, I've got a shield. Now this shield's been with me for like 15 years. This is a veteran of a half dozen shows. And then to follow that up, I'll do a sharpness test on this fig branch that I just trimmed off.
There you go. Good luck, brother.
All right, so let's see how she does. Am I a little nervous? Yeah. Every time I swing a blade, it's something that you shouldn't swing a blade at. I get nervous, but at the same time, I'm excited. This is what I live for. This is what I love. Oh, my hand's okay.
That's awesome. I like that.
I was not expecting him to punch with that basket hook. Nice.
She's still straight. It's got an edge.
Like you always say, Dave, it's cutter.
She did good. She held up.
Nice job.
Thanks. So hey guys, it was really fun seeing your work and seeing you guys test that stuff at home. I'm looking forward to doing it again if your guys are up for it. But that was a great challenge. Y'all did beautiful work. I'm really impressed. You guys take care.
Later.
Bye.